Hey guys, in the previous video, I will show you about how to use simply C++ for programming in the game development. But I working around something, and in this video, I will go to detail in the how to create your code and how to code events. So in my example project, this is the first method for call the primary game module in the default mode game module. Yes, this is the deprecated game name. So in the character class, there's a character class. The character class have a lot of subclass. The army project character is inherited from the A character class of game forward, and there we create the use character mass component and allowing for greater user in the first person color component. So in the my project character, we created some basic behavior for your person between the top and top day, the look up right, look up there, move right with the back on fire and move forward and etc. So in the constructor on the project character, I will set aside collection capsule and set on turn rate on for the input and create a camera component. Create a mask component that will be used in the view in the first person camera view. So you don't know about how to control the rotation, how to control the camera, the projector, just to learn the OpenCL for the basic knowledge of the graph in computer. So we create run and default object character from the location for projectile to spore and create a virtual realistic controller and create a gun and attach to the right hand and a gun magic component. So in a pitching play method, I will call a super base class. In a super base class, we will change the play and attach a gun mask component to skeleton to the hero because skeleton is not yet created in the constructor. And I will show and hide the two versions, the gun based on whether or not using the motion control. And this is a virtual realistic gun, and I will hide it in game. Set the hiding in game is a method for the hiding or the show in game. You see the method. In this method, we have two parameters. The first parameter the Boole new Harding gam, and the second is visibility propagation. So this is the implementation of the Harding gam. So and the set Harding gams in this framework is a method of the framework, and in this tutorial I now show the C++ implement code in the framework of this API. I just go through how to use it, and in this case, in the word case, I use this API, and it's in the my project character will create a set player input component, and in this use the input component. Input component is the class for get input from the keyboard, from the virtual realistic device, hologram, or from the PlayStation, and etc. And the user input component class is include the API to do that. So you just wait for minutes to see that. You can see the key binding, the tab binding using the task. The tab binding can get the tab input from the smartphone or from the LCD inputs, uh, and it is and the gesture is from the camera control, and we have a lot of input device, and this class give some input method from the actual device. So, and this is some behavior. So we want to move forward. Uh, we will apply the ASIC from this function to the method, and we just do ASIC to the move forward or another behavior based on your design. Yes, it's in a move forward API, and a move forward we will add a movement to the forward, and to add a forward movement we just to add the, the parameter to the add move input for your author, and you just to move your character based on the this API get autofold better. You know. So this is the behavior of file and talk between talk. So this is the project character, and in the project game mode, we just in this tutorial we have one game mode in the first person camera game mode. So in this example, I create the player ball class folder using static class, and it is in the .h file. We have a constructor, and we just do a generated body. It's based on AM mode based from the framework. And this is the hub. In the hub, we can in this file we will draw the symbol crosshair. We're using the canvas profile for any something for the center of crosshair offset by half of gesture dimension and draw crosshair using the canvas. If you don't know about the canvas, you just will make in the Qt application series in my YouTube channel for more detail. Alright, and this is a projectile class. We use the projectile class for use the sphere as a symbol collection representation. So like you just initialization and you just obtain your concrete, your person or mm, your object in the fixed coordinate, or you just to set a rule. You see the set workable stuff, alright, and we have a lot of function. You just to know more about there. You just to go to the creative default subject class definition. Just alright. And in this method, we will set a root component by set the root component point to the collision compare object, and this object will create from this API, and there we use the projectile movement to govern this projectile's movement, and you set the initial speed, the max speed, the rotation, flow velocity, the set, the source bounds, the update component. So from there you can this is the on-hit behavior. In the behavior, for example, if you have a lot of users uh, play game together, just static or destroy the die version. So just get it now. We will run. Wait for minutes for the build process. Build process will build project and will call the simulation environment. And in the waiting time, I will interesting for you about the algorithm series. And every day I learn the algorithm, and I will boost my explanation to the GitHub. And maybe in the future time I will boost my code, and I will create a tutorial video to the YouTube channel. So in this series, I create a lot of the, the topic in algorithm, the dynamic array string for dynamic programming, and the 2.2 technique. And with the question, you just to go to the course program. And there I push my code. I put the question in course 4 to there. And every day I will boost the answer and the detailed implementation of my code to the GitHub. For example, in this step, I will boost the detail of my implementation and the big O notation, and this is the real code environment. So uh, move back to the tutorial about the game development using C++. So in this step we will read. So I will I will create it. I will do the game mode in independent game mode, and just we have play. So because my laptop is run a lot of things, so the performance may be slowly. Okay, thank you for watching this video. If you have some question, feel free to contact me or you just comment. Thank you for watching.